Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for returning, and if you're new here, thank you so much for finding me. I hope you subscribe. Today actually is a little bit of a different video. I'm going to be doing kind of a story time / review on an assessment day. It's not really the type of video I would usually put on my channel, but last week I'd been to an assessment day for a degree apprenticeship that I applied for, and I was so nervous for it. So just to begin with, I was so nervous. I hate anything to do with job interviews, assessment days, anything formal. I hate it. I get so nervous, I don't know what to say. Even if I've prepared loads, I would just forget everything on the day, and that's why I hate interviews so much, because I will work really hard to research about the company and stuff like that, ready for the interview. I get there and I'm like, oh my god, I don't know. I do know, I just don't remember, and it's so annoying. But thankfully this time I remembered. I actually don't know if I've got the job yet or the apprenticeship yet. I'll find out at the end of this week, but I still thought I would do a video on how the day went. So I got up, got ready, I walked to the train station, but I made these cue cards of questions they could ask in the interview. So I was just practicing them the whole walk to the train station. Got to the train station early, 20 minutes early, so I was just going through them then. Got onto the train. Luckily it was only one train away, so I just got on the train, got off at Fenchurch, and then walked to wherever I needed to go. Obviously I'm not going to say where it was and what company, because I'm just not going to do that. But yeah, I got there about 9:30, 9:20, 9:30ish. And I just went straight in. Actually I got a bottle of water beforehand, but near enough just went straight in. And there was already a boy waiting there, and I was the second person there. Altogether there were 6 of us. But yeah, we was just waiting until 10 o'clock until we went into the room. And we walked into the room and there was 10 assessors. I think there was more than 10 assessors there. And it was so scary. We just walked in and I was already sitting there around the table, and I was just like, I don't know what to do. Then I had to act, because they say, oh, they're only assessing you on these things, but they're watching you the whole day, so no matter what you do, they're going to be watching you. And that's one tip for me, don't go on your phone in lunch and don't do stuff like that. It's just they're going to be watching you, and if you go on your phone at the first opportunity, they're going to think that's what you're going to be doing in the actual job. So the first half an hour was just an introduction of the company and what's going to be happening throughout the day. My battery's dying. If my battery dies, I'm going to have to change it and then come back. But I'll try and get as much done before it dies. So then we got split into 2 groups. I was the only girl there, just to say, and I was so scared. Not that it matters, but I was just so scared. I was just these little boys, and I'm the only girl, got no one to talk to, and it's just a bit different. So we got split into 2 groups of 3, and the exercise was we had to plan where buildings were going to go in a town, and we did it completely wrong, but what they're looking for is how you have teamwork and how you listen to each other, and if you come up with good ideas and stuff like that. They didn't expect us to know anything about planning buildings and stuff like that, but they just wanted to know how we took initiative and leaders and I don't know, all that kind of stuff. That was the first part. The second part of the day was the interview. It was actually a second interview. We had a first interview, which was a telephone interview, which I feel I've done really good at anyway. Not to be big-headed, but they said they'd get back to me within a couple of days. They got back to me within an hour and a half, so my mum and dad were like, well, Katie, you must have done good. So maybe I did, maybe they just got back to me straight away, I don't know. But yeah, the second one was an interview. It was 45 minutes to an hour long. What they're meant to ask you in 45 minutes to an hour? That's so long. I thought it'd be 20 minutes. Anyway, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I didn't forget the stuff that I'd planned, luckily. It was more like a casual conversation, but they had set questions that they needed to ask us. And then we had lunch, which I kind of already explained what lunch was anyway. It was like, I don't really like the food that much, but it doesn't really matter. All the assessors was in there. But they didn't have any of their sheets or anything, so it was just like having a conversation with us. And yeah, that was like 40 or 50 minutes. And then my group had a break, which was another 25 minutes, whilst the other group did their individual exercise preparation. So our lunch was like an hour and a half or something, and I was just like, oh, I just want to leave. No, I don't want to leave, like, I just want to get over and done with it. I don't want another break. But we did, and they did their individual exercise preparation and then their individual exercise, and then they got to go home about 2:30. We ended up going home at like 3. So the individual preparation exercise, I don't know if I can say too much about it because obviously if the company sees this video I'll be giving away their thing, but it's kind of like a case study, and you had to like pick an option of what the person in the case study have had to do in a certain situation, and then you had to explain it and give a summary of why you chose that option, and like just give details. And they weren't really looking at how you present, they was looking at what you actually had to say. So yeah, you don't really need good presenting skills, it's more like make sure your points are good and make sure they're set out well and make sure you know what you're talking about and don't be stuck. Which I kind of got stuck a couple of times, but the assessors were kind of helping me out. They was asking me questions, and like if I didn't understand it they would like reword it and make it easier for me to answer, which was really good. But in both my interview and my individual exercise I was the last one out, so I don't know if that's a good thing that we spoke a lot and had a lot to talk about, or if it's a bad thing and they were trying to get more out of me because they didn't have enough information, if you get what I mean. So yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I was so glad when it ended because I could just chill out and relax. It was a good day. It wasn't like as nerve-wracking as It wasn't as nerve-wracking as I thought it was going to be, but certainly don't want to experience it again. I mean, if I don't get the apprenticeship I'm going to have to experience it again, but it wasn't that bad. So if you are worrying about it, don't worry about it too much. I know that's easier said than done, because if the videos that I watched beforehand, they were saying exactly the same thing. I was worrying about it, I was reading my notes on the way to the train station. But just enjoy the day, don't get too stressed about it, just be yourself. They're going to be hiring you, so you need to be yourself, not someone else, because you're going to be there every single day. My final tips are, make sure you read a lot into the company, practice interviews, watch videos on assessment day so you're just prepared on kind of what the day is going to be like. Try and find case studies. Hopefully they've gave you the case study beforehand that you can present. If not, just try and practice some beforehand, just so you have an idea of what it could be. My battery's about to die. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got some good information from this video. And don't be too nervous for your assessment day. If you did enjoy, give it a thumbs up, comment saying that you did get help by it, and subscribe. I hope to see you next time. Bye!